I'm going to start to let everyone in.
Hello.
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 Hi, Lisa.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm just slowly but surely letting everyone in. Thank you guys for being here. This is going to be fun. I was sending out some last minute text messages to people who were not RSVPing, who had not RSVP'd yet. So let's fingers crossed that most people make it. But if not, this will be recorded, or if you have to leave the meeting early, then again, this will be recorded and emailed to everyone by tomorrow so you can view it at your leisure.
That's great. I appreciate that, Lisa, because I'm currently at work, so I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Oh, well, thank you for hopping on at work.
No problem.
I know that now is not the ideal time for everyone. And I didn't want to take up people's weekends. 7:02 p.m. Okay, that's what my watch is telling me. It's 7:02 p.m. Okay, well, we have most of the people here. There are a total of, I think we're at 24 people, 23 people total who are coming. So we have a majority. So I think that means we can get started. Okay, welcome. Thank you all for being here. It is completely up to you if you want to be on camera the entire time. Of course, I encourage it, so we can get a sneak preview of all the folks that are going to be on the trip. And if at a minimum you can only turn on your camera when you talk, that is perfectly okay. This meeting will only be, the recorded meeting will only be shared with those people who are coming on the trip. So this is not going to be broadcast anywhere. So welcome, happy Wednesday evening. I thought we would, so tonight's info session and virtual meet and greet is was scheduled with the purpose of sharing information about the upcoming trip, as well as getting to know each other a bit virtually, at least doing introductions, light icebreakers before we meet, and before we get the group chat started, which will take place this week. I'll invite you all to the group chat, as well as you will get the travel guide with more information. But Des and I plan on going through that tonight. So you might not even have to do that much reading when you get it. But we wanted to share some things that are coming up, answer any questions that people may have, and just, kind of get excited for the trip. Yay, more people are trickling in. Okay, so I'll introduce myself, then I'll introduce Des, and then we will open up the floor to everyone to introduce themselves, and I'll give you guys some prompts. I'll put it in the chat, just in case you miss it when I share it verbally. Okay, so I'm Lisa, as you probably know, because you've probably gotten a dozen or so emails from me. I've been on info sessions with some of you for overall trip info sessions, and I recognize some of your faces from that. I've traveled with some of you. Happy to have you back. This will not be your last trip if it is your first. Or maybe I've just seen you at an event. I don't know, but I know everybody here, so thank you for being here. Of course, my company is Lesbi Friends. This is the first trip that Lesbi Friends Travel has collaborated with an a company, to put on a trip. I was so excited because, yeah, I just feel like this is like a match made in heaven for me. Um, I'll tell you a little anecdote. This is a long introduction. I'm sorry, yours is not going to be this long, by the way. But this is me also introducing Des. I was telling this story to someone earlier, Des. Someone's like, "How did you meet Des? How do you know Des?" And so, Des, or Desdemona, as her name in the participants column says, I call I call her Des. I met Des years ago. I feel like the first time we might have met was at, a coloring book happy hour. That's the first time I remember seeing you. We just met in the community. Des lived in the DMV area for a long while, which is where I currently reside. And, maybe like a year and a half ago, Des hopped on an info session, a trip info session, when I first started doing them. And it was a small group, maybe four of us. And Des was telling me she relocated to Puerto Rico during the pandemic, and she was a wellness practitioner, and she had a company, and her goal was to host retreats for women. And I was like, that sounds awesome. I didn't have my lineup for last year planned, so I was like, we should do a retreat to Puerto Rico. So anyway, we connected offline, and I'm really happy that that connection happened very organically. And we put this trip together for you. I will admit that Des did most of the groundwork. She has all of the, that this is her forte. She has the connections. She lives in Puerto Rico, so, she knows a lot of the practitioners that we're going to be doing the work with. And she knows the lay of the land. So I'm especially excited to work with her on this and our first collaborative endeavor, and it also won't be our last. And also just to host a wellness trip for this great group of people. There's always a wellness component to Lesbi Friends trips, but this is all wellness. And I don't know about you guys, but I am in need of the week that we're going to have, coming up in May, in just a few short weeks. So anyway, that was my quick introduction for Des and myself. And then I will turn the floor over so Des can introduce, herself, to the group. And then we will open up the floor for everyone to share a little bit about themselves.
Good evening, everyone. So I'm Desdemona for long, because no one ever says that. But anyway, um, I am excited for this retreat. Hold on, let me change this. Okay. All right, can you hear me now? That's better. Okay. Um, I had two devices going, sorry. So yeah, I'm excited about this retreat and being able to share with all of you. It's meant to be a time of wellness where I'll actually guide you through, basically like a holistic lifestyle. So we'll have both it'll be a combination of group talk sessions, and activities, as well as, activities that reinforce what we talk about, and excursions as well. So you get many different ways to see different perspectives and, tap into yourself in whatever way works for you. Because holistic wellness is really about finding your own balance. So this is about helping you find your balance, and be able to come away with some more solid ways that you can actually, work towards transforming yourself. What else? What else? About me, yeah, so I lived in Puerto Rico for a couple of years. It was part of my wellness journey for myself, personal wellness. And so some of the places I'm sharing with you were places that, were very healing. Puerto Rico is like one of the most beautiful places in the world right now. And I definitely agree. Um, so yeah, a lot of rewilding we'll be doing. Was there anything in particular I needed to share, Lisa?
No, Des, I think that's perfect. I know that I put some prompts in the, I felt like we needed to introduce ourselves, of course, the group, or reintroduce ourselves, so that, that people know we are co-facilitating this, and why we are working together. I'm going to open up we'll, of course, get back to the trip and all that it entails, but I thought we could take the next 5 to 10 minutes, just depending on how much sharing people want to do, for folks to introduce themselves. I threw a few prompts in the chat. So here's at minimum, what I'd like you to share. Your real or chosen name, where you are calling from, and an adjective that describes yourself. And then we'll circle back. So we don't want to just talk at you throughout this hour-long period. We want it to be a conversation, but of course we need to get to the info sharing. But we'll do another round of sharing, probably midway through. Okay, we can tell you, or you can volunteer yourself.
I'll go first.
Thank you, Andrea.
Thanks.
My name is Andrea, and I'm calling from Baltimore, Maryland. And an adjective that describes myself is caring.
Love that. And I'm so sorry. Your hair is shorter than the last time I saw you, and you're in the dark. So I'm sorry I mispronounced your name.
All right.
I'll go next. My name is Sharina. I'm calling from the Western Maryland area, so close to PA, more Frederick area. And an adjective to describe myself, I'll say, is adventurous. And hello, everyone.
Hi, I can go. This is Sheila. I am calling from Glen Burnie, Maryland. And a word I would say, I guess, is silly.
Thank you, Sheila.
What's up? My name is Cache. My pronouns are they, them. I'm calling from Philly. And an adjective, I would say versatile.
Thank you, Cache. Y'all don't make me break out my dictionary, because don't be using all these big words. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so I'll go next. I'm Dorcia Cash, calling from Atlanta, Georgia. And I'd say an adjective to describe myself is adventurous.
Yay, 2 adventurous souls in the group. That's exciting. Thank you, Dorcia.
I'll go next. I can't see myself, but nonetheless.
We can see you, Tina.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tina, and I'm calling from beautiful Bermuda. And an adjective to describe myself is colorful.
Thank you.
I can go. I'm Hazel. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm in Silver Spring, Maryland. And an adjective to describe myself is generous.
I love it. Thank you, Hazel. 7:14 p.m.
I guess I could go next. Next, my name is Jahaira, Jadi for short, because nobody ever remembers just like Des' name. Hi, Des. Right now I'm in Lancaster, PA. I don't know where I'll be next. My adjective is, I would say free. I'm just free, and I want to stay free till I damn it die. hmm yeah, so Lancaster has been a little not used to smelling feces and cheese and milk and shit like that. And I'm like, Lord, and my smell is the strongest. And it's like, God have mercy on my soul this summer. So yeah, pray for me, guys, please. Thank you. Pray for me.
We will, Jaira. Thank you for that.
Well, I guess I can go next. Hi, I'm Maisha. I'm originally from Louisiana, but I am now in the Maryland area. Um, and an adjective to describe me, I guess, would be laid back, calm.
Thank you, Maisha.
Sure.
Des, you and I didn't get adjectives yet, so if you think of one, you are welcome to share. Oh, Queen, if you can see the chat, maybe you can't because I don't know if you can see it if you came in after, but we're doing introductions. I will re-paste it in the chat for everyone to see. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out, Queen. But thank you for asking. Just in case, because some people have trickled in after I posted it initially, but we're doing introductions with your real or chosen name, where you're calling from, and an adjective that describes yourself. And we'll do more sharing later, but this is just an initial one.
Oh yes, and I was calling today from Maryland, and my adjective is divine.
Thank you. All right, we're halfway there.
Hey, I'm driving, but how's everybody? Hey, Des, I did not know that y'all linked up. That's awesome. I love that. I am currently calling from the road, but technically from Silver Spring. And
what's your name?
Oh, right. Yes, Z.
Thanks, Z.
And my adjective is wanderlust.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, are we calling off names off the list now?
We might. I'm gonna share my adjective real quick though. Clearly I'm Lisa and calling from DC, and my adjective is organized.
Highly agree.
All right. I know not everybody can talk, but I saw Rye just come off, so maybe they'll share.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rhizome. I go by Rye. I'm calling from Laughlin, Nevada. And I would say my adjective is probably random. It's super random at times.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jakara, you next. I saw you unmute yourself.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Jakara. I'm in Columbia, Maryland, and I'm jumping on the bandwagon for adventurous.
Ooh, I can't wait to see what all you adventurous souls do. Jakir is also someone who I'll introduce to the group, take a moment to introduce to the group really quickly. Jakir is coming on our trip as our photographer slash videographer if she feels like taking a couple snippets. But she accompanied us to the Dominican Republic. As Sheila can attest, Jakira's energy is amazing. She goes above and beyond. She will hang off the back of an ATV and go down a zip line with you. Not that this is that type of trip, but just to get the perfect shot. So we are lucky to have her with us in Puerto Rico for all the Zen.
Thank you, Lisa.
Are we missing anyone? We might have everyone. Peaches, I don't know. Oh, go ahead. Queen and Peaches, yes.
Peaches can go first. Go ahead, Peaches.
What's up, y'all? My name is Peaches, and my adjective is busy because I'm busy right now. And I'm originally from California, and I live in DC.
Thanks, Peaches. And last but not least,
My name is Queen, yeah, and I'm fun. Yeah, that's not my adjective, but I'll give you one. Yeah, I'm magically delicious, huh? That is me. Yeah, and I appreciate this is the place to be. Yeah.
that is going to be hard to follow. Hopefully nobody joins us afterwards. Queen, that was
For real.
am I putting down magically delicious?
Right. Was that it?
This is going to be fun. Thank you, Queen. Okay, that was great. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the intro, the first and foremost introductions. Okay, I feel like now would be a good time for us to get into share some of the stuff is going to happen on the trip, potentially proactively answering questions that people have had. But yeah, Des and I will be mostly talking throughout the next portion, so feel free to keep yourself on mute. If you have a question, feel free to like raise your hand in Zoom or put it in the chat, which I'm monitoring and will read out to answer when we have a moment for that. Des, let me know when you want to share your screen, and I guess I can.
So I was wondering, do you have the photos for the place?
I do.
And yes, Hazel, Dorcia and Tina did go.
My apologies. Clearly, I was not paying attention.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's a lot of names. If I hadn't written everyone down, I probably wouldn't have kept track either. Bear with me. I am pulling up where we are staying. Okay, so just so you know, all of you do have access to this. I believe when you got your confirmation email, the link would have been there, but also it's on the website. So if you did want to take a look, you could. Okay. So, we are staying at a 10-bedroom, 8.5 bathroom villa. I will make the pictures bigger so we can see them. It's a very beautiful space. Des and I, we were scoping out a lot of places from hotels to big hotels to boutique hotels to private rentals. Ultimately, we decided to go with this space because of the nature of the trip. We really just wanted a private space to do all the things. And so people could feel very comfortable. Like if you want to go for a midnight swim, and you know your skivvies, then who even uses that word? Okay, if you want to go, what is it called? What's that word? Skinny dipping.
Skinny dipping.
At midnight, if that is part of your wellness journey, we have the space and privacy to do that, is what I'm saying. Okay, so, but this is the space. The amenities are great. The area is great. Des can speak more to the area because she lives in Puerto Rico. She's just visiting us in Maryland right now, but she knows the area very well.
Yeah. It's a very nice area. It's a lot of tourists there too, but also a lot of locals. It's like kind of half and half-ish. But it's a very, I would say, more laid back town as far as compared to San Juan. Like San Juan is like city. Um, so Luquillo is more laid back, more beach life type of area. And this is in a gated community. This property is in a gated community. So it's a bunch of other big houses around as well. It's not too far from the beach, so you could feasibly walk to the beach. What else? What else?
There's some shops around. I think we found like places to eat. You can
Yeah, you can possibly get Uber in that area. It might take a few minutes, but it's possible. But yeah, it's a nice place. We all have a lot of space. There's outdoor areas, multiple outdoor areas. Because I know you see the backyard, but I don't know if you were able to tell. There's also a deck in there, patio, the patio area. So there's like, it looks like there's a pool table and a table tennis table, and we have an outdoor grill and stuff like that. I definitely was aiming for like practitioners that are either Puerto Rican or some type of Afro or indigenous to that area. So our chef is Puerto Rican. The first practitioner you'll meet Sunday evening is Puerto Rican. We have an interpretive guide that's coming with us on a few excursions and also going to do some agricultural stuff at the house, so the gardening. They're Puerto Rican. Who else? And we have dance instructors, so we'll learn some Afro-Puerto Rican dancing, tradition, culture of Puerto Rico called bomba. And then we have another Afro-diasporic movement instructor. So it's very rich in culture on this trip. A good part of healing is also learning different perspectives and seeing different perspectives of people, places, things. Let's see. Lisa, did you have something else you wanted to go into right now?
Not in particular. I did want to mention, we are going to share the travel guide with you, so you guys are going to get like our suggested packing list, things you might need to, things we wanted to just note about the area, but also, you know, about the specific trip that you might need, that you might want to have with you to make the most out of your experience. And we will have a detailed itinerary, so you'll know what activities we're doing at the different times. And you can be prepared for that. For those of you who have never been on a Lesbi Friends trip before, I also like to highlight that everything is optional. However, you paid for it. So if it's included in the itinerary, I definitely encourage you to show up and try a thing, even if it's something that you are not familiar with. I mean, they say life's learning happens in the uncomfortable moments. So, you know, maybe let's get a little bit uncomfortable. On vacation, I do not like to wake up early and go do yoga or hiking, but I will be up there with y'all every day, waking up early, getting my stretch on. And yeah, um, yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to encourage everyone to, push themselves a little bit on this trip. There will also be built-in free time. So outside of everything we have planned, and we wanted to, of course, make sure that um, you got your fill from a wellness perspective and value perspective. But there will be times where have some downtime, and what you choose to do at that time is, completely up to you. Clearly we are connecting in a like-minded group space, so I'm sure everyone's gonna make a friend on this trip, talk to several new people. So also in your downtime, if you don't want to just have you time, you're encouraged to, take a walk with someone that you don't know, have a conversation, whether it's like the work that we're doing or just, what's going on in your life, your interests. I always encourage the connections um, on these trips. So
Yes, definitely encouraging connection, and we actually have a day dedicated to connection. um, so the retreat kind of has themes for each day, which you'll see when you get the detailed itinerary. But I did just want to bring up some of the things that you should bring. Um, you need some type of land and sea shoes, so shoes that can be both wet and dry, so you can hike or be able to go from, hiking to water. Um, and then maybe some simple water shoes that are easy to fold up and just keep for any time. So anytime you're on the island, you just want to always be ready to go to the beach, right? Basically. Um, so water shoes, bug repellent. Um, you might want to get one, even if you are not typically into DEET. If you are not into bugs, you might want to try that because these Puerto Rico bugs are a bit different. So I found DEET and neem to work, but neem is very stinky. So, yeah. What else? Swimsuits, poolside shoes or house shoes, so you can leave your outside shoes at the door. So, um, we'll keep outside shoes outside. So you want like poolside shoes or backyard shoes or whatever you want to have. Don't say sunblock. Oh, and a yoga mat. If you have a yoga mat, bring that if you can. Um, things that we'll be providing is like meals at the house. Um, there are, hold on, I'll tell you how many meals outside of the house that you're responsible for your meal. One, two,
well, all breakfasts,
two lunches. Yeah, all the breakfasts are included.
some lunches and some dinners.
Yes, it's 2 lunches and 2 dinners.
Food is pretty affordable there, and a chance to explore the local culture and make a new friend and go grab a meal. So yeah, to answer your question, Queen, yes, you can get a yoga mat there in Puerto Rico. I don't plan on bringing a yoga mat. That feels like a lot to carry, Des, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if you can, that's what I said, if you can.
I might bring one
If
of
you
those
can.
like I'm assuming we're gonna do yoga outside. So I feel like, I mean, I'm fine on the grass personally, but I might bring one of those, like, I just bought one. Those like travel blankets, but they're so thin. That feels good for me. But if y'all have a yoga mat, I don't think they have travel yoga mats, but I'll have a towel.
Yes,
Or
you can have a towel. That works. But you might want, like when we go out places, you might want something to lay on the ground or something like that. So whatever your comfort is with bringing that, something like that. But yeah, Puerto Rico is still America. There's lots of American things there, like Walmart's, CVS. Well, they're changing all the CVS, got changed to something else. That's a Puerto Rican store. But yeah, there's lots of um, stores you're familiar with, as well as comparable stores that have a different name. You know. So yes, food and meals. There'll be 2 lunches and 2 dinners that are outside of the house. We'll post a daily schedule each day, like a detailed schedule. You're going to get a schedule that's um, a little bit more broad. And then each day we'll give you a more detailed schedule so you know what time each session and stuff is. Um, I do want to go over a few expectations. Just, well, Lisa kind of hit on the point that like everything is optional, but you pay for it, so participate. So there's an expectation that you'll be prioritizing retreat activities. There is a project that you'll start at the beginning of the week and it'll be culminating at the end. So as she said, you can spend your time as you wish, but you also might want to work on the project because that's working on yourself. But you also rule yourself. Okay? So I expect that we won't be ingesting alcohol or tobacco, but if you must, please keep it to a minimum. I prefer that we're not smoking, but if you must, then there will be a section further out from the house in the backyard. No vaping or smoking indoors. What else? What else? So those are the main things. And I think it's time for a break icebreaker.
sounds good. I just, for those of us not in the chat or not monitoring the chat, I've been building some lists on Amazon to help people get ready for some of these trips. I'll share a couple different lists, but I just shared the Adventure Essentials list, which includes an all-natural bug spray that I swear by, a pocket blanket, a towel, a travel towel, a lot of good stuff. So feel free to check that out. These are just my personal recommendations. You are welcome to look for something that that is cheaper, perhaps if you don't love the price. But these are all things that I've purchased personally and enjoy. Okay, next icebreaker. All right, I know you guys have been doing your due diligence and everybody read the entire website from top to bottom, the Puerto Rico page. So you guys know what we're doing. I mean, it's okay if you don't. But I thought it might be fun to do a quick round. And our next icebreaker or share will be to share something that you are looking forward to on the trip. It doesn't have to be something on the itinerary, but It could be something you just think is on the itinerary, or you want to be on the itinerary, or it could be about the area in general, or Puerto Rico, or just going as a group. I'm not trying to give you all of the ideas, but just something. And then I would also love if, sorry, I have two screens. So if I'm not looking at you, I'm just looking at my other screen. Or if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm just looking at my other screen. And then I'm also thinking this could be a twofold share. So what you're looking forward to on the trip, and then what's something you like. It doesn't have to be in a retreat space, but what's something you enjoy doing when you travel to different places? I'll go first. I like to lead by example. Okay, so I'm looking forward to journaling on the trip. I have probably like 3 dozen journals that I've purchased over the last few years saying I'm going to start these. And I start them all and then I stop them. And so I like to write in general. And I think there's power in the pen or the pencil and actually holding, but I do most of my writing via a keyboard. So I'm actually looking forward to having like a paper and pen or a pencil and pen in my hand and doing some really thoughtful journaling. So that's my first, what I'm looking forward to. And then my second, something I always enjoy doing when I travel, this is kind of new for me in the last few years. I always try to go to a local market, and when possible, do a cooking class. And I've had really great experiences doing that in Peru and Colombia, and a few other places. And that's like, for me, that's a great souvenir to bring back, a recipe that I can cook and remind myself again and again every time I make ceviche that I never knew how to make before I went to Peru. Now I cook it and I remember that trip. Okay, Des also put that in the chat just so you can remember the prompts. Who is next?
I'll go. Something I'm looking forward to for this trip is hanging out on the beach. I want to be warm and get away from any more frost warnings. And something I always enjoy doing when I'm traveling is trying new foods.
We can go. We're one.
I'm with Andrea.
Andrea.
Andrea. I'm always ready to eat. So any food related, anything. I'm with that at all times. In any way.
Is that the answer to both the questions?
Yeah, food and food.
Okay.
Yeah. Now y'all know.
Oh my gosh. I'm really looking forward to gardening. I see on the website there's gardening and maybe a sound bowl healing. And I always enjoy being with the people who are from the place where we're visiting.
I'm looking forward to finding time and space to be naked and ground on the land of Puerto Rico. And I typically find local queers in places that I travel to. So I expect that will happen, and I'll leave with some new people.
I'm just gonna piggyback off of is it Kasha? Cache. Okay, Cache. I'm gonna piggyback off of them and say yeah, let's get naked and be in the sun and get fed by vitamin D. I'm here for that. And I don't know, it's just it's grounding, it's centering, it's cleansing, just to be how we're supposed to be out in nature. I'm looking forward to that on this trip. I specifically asked about that. The beach, I'm looking forward to Bombo on this trip, actually, like really looking forward to that. And learning about Bomba specifically. The dance. That's all.
I'll go next. I'm looking forward to the sound bowl activity and the African dance because in my mind, I think I can't move, but I know I can. You know, everybody likes little disco and all of that, so I know I can. I just like being stiff, like I can't, but I'm actually looking forward to it. And I think the second part is relaxing and being treated like a princess. You know, yes, I'll have another pina colada. So I may have to ditch everyone to go get a pina colada because we can't have any at the villas. So if I disappear on my downtime, I'm not necessarily making a confession. I'm just going to get a pina colada. Bye.
I'll go next. I'm looking forward to joining you, Tina, for a pina colada. So you won't have to be
It's
alone.
on,
You'll
sis.
have to be,
It's
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And don't tell the host that I'm bringing rum swizzle. If you're sharing the room with me, it's rum swizzle. Simple.
What is
I
Like I
didn't hear
said,
anything.
colorful.
I
I'm sorry,
didn't
I
hear
don't know
anything.
what is rum swizzle?
Rum swizzle is maybe about 18 different rums with juices. It's not for the faint of heart. When tourists come to Bermuda and drink it, the first thing they do is go, first thing happens that they're on the boat because we have them on the boats and they're homemade. So the tourists say nothing. They're all calm. After about a half a day, they're red, falling all over the place, and now they're your friend. They want to give you all the money in the world. So that's what a rum swizzle can do. But you know, us black folk over here, we can handle that. I don't know. I'm trying to keep my language very tamed, but usually, you know, what I want to say is it's really going to make you laugh. Motherfuckers over here, we love that shit. That's what I want to say, but because I'm in a you know, so pardon all of that, but I'm colorful, and so therefore, when I'm on vacation paying top dollar, I like to have a very good time, respectfully.
Okay. I love all of what you just said.
Can you say motherfuckers one more time?
Motherfuckers. I can say it 3 times, 7 times, you know, but I'd love to say it live. Then we all get there.
Okay.
Listen, don't let the pearls fool you. Don't let the pearls fool you. I'm just saying. Prim and proper over here. Don't let the pearls fool you.
Tina, I feel like we're gonna be best friends.
Listen,
Yeah.
sis. We're going to be all of that. My suitcase is packed and it's overstuffed already. It's my bag is, you know, my husband lifted up. He says, "What the you have in this bag?" I'm like, "I'm going on vacation without you." So it is what it is. So my bag is. So I'm looking at this little list and thinking, hmm. None of this is packed, but nonetheless, I will regroup and repack my bag accordingly. I will get some water shoes and I will get inside, outside stuff and bug spray. So, yes, we all will have a very good time. Sorry, I don't mean to take it up because other people have to speak. I will be bringing that swizzle.
Okay. Well, I'm not bringing swizzle. I'll just have some of Tina's. I'm looking forward to, I mean, I think all of it. I've never done sample healing session, but I've heard people talk about it. Gotten into hiking recently. I'm an island girl, originally from the Bahamas, so I'm always ready to relax by the water. Um, and what was the last thing? Sorry, I got thrown off by the swizzle. What do I enjoy doing? Eating and socializing with the locals. That's what I like to do on vacation.
All right, I'll go next. So I'm definitely very excited to go home. I wasn't born there, but all Puerto Ricans say we're Puerto Rican, whether you were born there or not. That's just how it goes. Um, so I'm definitely looking forward to Los Rios, with the rivers, with the rocks, the waterfalls, dancing bomba again. I did it when I was little. I did go to school there for like 2 years. And the sound bowls, and just being in nature, just being at the beach, just being everywhere and meeting new people. The eating part, I wish I was a foodie. I wish I could love to eat, but we'll work on that as we go. But I'm looking forward to all of it, basically just to relax.
Okay. Okay, Rye, would you like to go? I just saw you on mute.
I was coming. I was coming, ma'am. This is my first group trip outside the military, so I'm really looking forward to being with everybody and not having to be forced to be somewhere. So, and I'm forward to the dancing. I love to dance. I love salsa. I'm originally from Texas, so and being outside in the healing portion of it and doing a lot more writing in a different environment. So that's all.
Thank you. All right, last call, and then we will open up the floor for general questions. Well, specific questions, but questions nonetheless. And while that one or two people that are left might be coming up with something to say, just wanted to give you guys a heads up that the roommate survey will be going out tomorrow. Sorry for the delay. And I will ask those of you who, would like to be paired with a roommate. And this trip is mostly people coming solo, so there are a lot of new matches going to be made for both the double occupancy, but also the group rooms as well. But I'll ask that those be completed within like 4 or 5 days, and then I will make individual email introductions for roommate pairs or groups so that people can connect individually. Also, the group chat will be started this week. I might even start it tonight. The group chat is for discussion about the trip, about getting ready for the trip. You guys, you'll see. It's organic, but try not to make it your therapy session, personal therapy session. At least not until we meet in person. Then do it with it as you may. But we'll just try to keep it light until we get to the trip. Definitely a place to ask questions, share things you're packing. If you want to share pictures on it, you're welcome to as well. There will be an introductory prompt there as well for those who missed the info session video portion. We still want to be engaging, so just be prepared to introduce yourself a few more times so we all know your names. And yeah, that's it. So these things are coming this week. Please check your emails. And yeah, any questions about what Des and I have said thus far, or just general questions about the trip, or or if you want to share an expectation, you're welcome to as well.
I have a question about the airport. Like, I saw you said something about don't do it after 6 or something. I don't remember what time my flight is right now. It's probably early. But what's the best way to get to the location?
Good question. So on Sunday, there is a transportation that we have set up for 3:30 p.m. that will leave the airport at 3:30 p.m. to get you to the house by 4:30 p.m. Other than that, Uber is available, um, as well as taxis that may be outside or private drivers.
And
And
massage.
the travel guide will have information on how you can get from the airport to the place. And then there's also a shuttle offered at 9:30 a.m. on Friday to take you from the retreat house to the airport.
Okay. And what about
Um,
massage?
you can schedule that on some time outside of or like on your own time. I don't have it included, but I do have some people that I can put on the list. Um, yeah.
Thank you.
And then also the interpretive guide that'll be on the trip. She's also the like my local concierge. So you can also ask her for any of the, like, we have some of the same contacts and stuff like that. But it'll be primarily her job to get you that kind of information during that time. So I'll be focused on the retreat activities.
What can you say again what the how long it's from the airport to the location?
About 40 minutes.
40 minutes, okay. Mm.
Hi, Des. What time, could you repeat the time the transportation is leaving from the resort on
Friday,
Friday? Yes,
9:30
please.
a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and we're staying at a large house, private property. So it's not a resort, just for clarification.
And you also said it's a gated community, so we won't have any trouble if we come all separately to get in. We won't have any.
There should be, I'm going to clarify with them that there is a pedestrian gate, but typically down there, there's usually always a pedestrian gate and a car gate. And usually the pedestrian gate doesn't require you to call, you just have to have the key fob. So we'll just have to work with each other with the key fob, however many they give us.
Okay, thank you.
But I'll
Upon
clarify with
arrival,
them what the entry and exit thing is, and put that in the guide.
and upon arrival for that, if I do show up via Uber or what have you, or any of us too, should we call you or like, because we're going through the
It'll be in the instructions in the guide because I have to clarify with them what their process is.
understood.
hmm So again, the Sunday at the airport, 3:30 p.m. the shuttle will leave to come to the retreat house. So if you are interested, please let us know.
Oh yes, let us know. But also if you have an early flight, bring some headphones or a book if you want to hang out at the airport for the shuttle. You can also just explore. It's easy to get around Puerto Rico. Some people are getting in a day or two early, as well.
I get in at 3:40, so I will probably have to catch a Uber or a taxi. So I'll miss the
Yeah,
3:30.
the Uber will be anywhere from $40 to $80 depending on the
I know,
demand.
I know over here we can't get Uber on our phones. I don't know why. So I'll probably have to catch a taxi, or
Okay.
depending on if someone else is coming around the same time, I can probably wait for them at baggage claim or something like that.
Okay. If you fill out the sheet with your
Flight
arrival
time.
time and everything like that, yeah.
Yes, I did.
If you need help with coordination, that would again be the assistant. Her name is Karina, and she can help with
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'll make sure her information will be in the travel guide um, for your concierge
Okay.
stuff, questions and stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
I'll remind everybody when I send out an email later this week. But yes, put in your flight information so we know when you're coming. Also, again, to coordinate ride shares for people coming in later or even earlier, or who are leaving later that evening, who, just might want to know who else is going to be around to hang out with on Sunday. We will all have contact with each other in the group chat, so you guys can facilitate connections in the group chat, but also, feel free to talk offline as well, if that makes more sense.
Lisa, are there any themed nights? Like, is it a night where we were all white? Is it a night where we're all black? Is it a night we wear nothing? I'm just saying.
But
I
nothing
don't know.
will be impromptu and not on the itinerary. But
However, we do have a chunk of time that it is on the itinerary, but
would you like
You two are naughty by nature. I'm not gonna ask any more questions.
so I was working out some color ideas. Um, but basically the range of the colors is like the chakra system. If you got those colors, Roy G. Biv, it's those colors and your favorite color.
just for folks who are in the group, would you be interested in everyone wear white, everyone wear black? We can stick with chakras and favorite colors. I'm all for that, but I know some people like direction and matching.
Right. I made it kind of optional with some options of colors during certain times so that we can all have fun with the different color. Yeah. Okay. Sharina said both. Yeah, the colors were the chakra colors and your favorite color.
Is it a time for the nude?
Yeah, there's time for that.
Okay. I would prefer that, but that's just all black every day.
So yeah, you can also bring black, but
I am right here.
For those of us who don't know the chakra colors by heart,
Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Thank you.
It's the color spectrum colors. Thank you for the link.
Google is my friend.
Thanks.
All right, we're a few minutes over and we can keep it going, but only if it makes sense. Any other questions that you guys can think of? Also, we can, the group chat is a great place to, keep the dialogue going. For those of you who do not have WhatsApp, you might want to proactively download that. That is where we do our group chats. It's very commonly used overseas, so we're kind of behind the curve in the States. But yeah, I actually booked a manicure and pedicure via WhatsApp in South Africa last week, which was great. I didn't have to talk to nobody like on the phone. Like, yeah. Anyway, get WhatsApp. You will receive a link, a text message, or an invite by the end of this week to start, to join the group there too.
Lisa Ordaz, I do have a question about currency, U.S. currency.
U.S. currency, yes.
Okay, thank you.
No passport necessary.
Well, Tina's coming from Bermuda, so
I mean, yes, she does. But for us that are traveling domestically from the United States that have a United States citizenship,
You all just need a driver's license?
Yes.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Yeah, don't try that coming this way. Yeah,
Yeah.
customs and immigration would, you know,
Right.
yeah, they
Yeah, I
would.
had tried
Again,
after
I'm gonna keep this very ladylike because I look like a lady tonight in pearl, so I'm gonna keep it very ladylike. They'll whoop some. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and also the folks that like to get to know locals, Puerto Rico is very WhatsApp based. So you definitely will need it if you're trying to do anything locally there. Like when I used to have my roadside assistance, whenever I had to use the roadside assistance, it was all through the WhatsApp. They just have prompts and stuff like that, and they deliver a person. And I mean, they'll have somebody call me to confirm, but that was about it. Like everything was already in the app. So lots of things run through WhatsApp. All kinds of groups, like special interest groups and stuff like that.
I love all the faces. Queen. Okay. I think this is a great stopping point. Yes, we will, Des and I, via my email, will be sending an email out this week. I'll try to just send one. It'll contain a lot of information and quite a few links, and or attachments. The travel guide, roommate survey. If you don't fill out the roommate survey, you get what you get. But so take that 3 to 5 minutes to, fill in the details so we can properly pair you with, the right match for you to share that private space with. Okay, thank you all for being here. Thank you guys for being great participants.
Thank you.
It's gonna be an amazing trip, guys.
Yes. Awesomeness. Thank you all for attending tonight and for coming on the trip. Looking forward to meeting you all and talking to you all in the chat.
The chat that's going to be started tonight. Yes.
The WhatsApp.
The WhatsApp chat that's going to be started tonight. Yes.
Are we starting
Okay.
it tonight, Lisa?
Yes, we are.
I'll start it for you, Tina.
Yes, we are. Thank you. Because I'm way over here, so I need special privileges. And Lisa, you owe me big time, sis. So let's not get into that. So the least you can do is start up the chat for me, please.
I can do that.
Yes. You all have a diva on board. Mm-hmm. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Good night, everyone. Take care. Look forward to seeing you on the chat, and then looking forward to seeing you in San Juan, Puerto Rico. How is it
Puerto Rico.
properly?
Puerto Rico.
There you go. See, I know the lingo. I know what time it is. Puerto Rico. Yes, exactly. It's the rolling of the tongue, huh?
It is. It's the rolling of the tongue.
Some can get it and some just can't.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, yeah.
Oh, everyone's practicing. Okay, very good. Mm-hmm.
Karina just gave me that lesson this morning, helping me rolling my tongue this morning while we were talking about the retreat. So yeah, she speaks fluent Spanish. So yeah, she can help y'all out with that.
Who's that? Who's that?
The person that will be doing assisting throughout the time and also tour guide and stuff like that.
The whole time. The whole time I'm like, who is it in this little vegan mink? That's you.
Jahira will probably be a great translator as well.
Oh wow!
Awesome.
How do you say good morning? How do you say good morning? Because we're very polite over here. The first thing we do is say buenos dias. The first thing we do is speak, say good morning, give a greeting.
You can say buenos dias, or you can say buen dia. Like I was in Ecuador for 14 days, and they say buen dia.
They say buen dia.
Okay. So they don't say
like
they don't say buenos dias.
They drop a lot of
S's.
There's a lot of S's that just get dropped off of the word in Puerto Rico.
Okay. Oh yeah, they're real slang over there. Real slang. Yeah,
it's very slang.
And not everybody rolls their R's. We have some people that'll say cajo instead of carro.
That
like my brother speak like that. My brother speaks like I hate it because I hate the sound. It just does something to my throat when he does the. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, don't do it. Just roll the fucking R. Roll the fucking
I
R.
love it.
But
I love it. I love
it
it.
happens, so I just have to deal with it. Like, but
Everybody's
yeah,
tongue don't roll, you know. My tongue doesn't roll.
I know. So I have to work with that too because not everybody rolls their tongue. Yeah.
You just gotta practice that Nicki Minaj.
Now, I like physically have an attached tongue, so unless I get it clipped and stuff, I don't have extra tongue like that. Yeah, no.
She said extra tongue.
It works
Right,
fine for the
right,
things
that
it needs to
part.
work for. I know that. It
She
works
said
fine
extra
for what it needs to
tongue.
work for. All right.
All right, check your phones, guys, and give me 10 minutes. We starting. All right, but I'm getting off here. So good
Good
night.
night, everybody.
Night,
Peace.
everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.